Good evening. I'm Joseph Michael Carr, City of Chicago. Today, in this lovely building, South Shore Cultural Center, I'm here listening to Maggie Brown, the daughter of the famous Oscar Brown Jr., give a free concert, wonderful jazz, and the community has come out. As like I am myself, I collect classic jazz and was a jazz musician for many years as well, and classically trained out of when I was about 6 or 7 years old.
Okay, there we go, come on. Yes.
The Johnson brothers, I love them because not only they were like us, and they were two brothers, that's right, and they were making hits in the 70s and 80s, but they were making positive music. Siblings. Yes, working together. And they were making positive music. I used to like to teach my students to learn their own space. Because tomorrow will bring better you and better people. That's right.
Tomorrow will bring a better you, a better me. Know that we'll show this world we are born, we could be. So you can never give up on your hopes, on your dreams. You got to get up, get out, get into it, get it on. To be strong, if we try, we can fly to a whole other place.
Da 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 da. We're here to sing for you. We hope you find your groove. We wanna make you move when we do what we're doing. We're ready to get started.
Hey, we hope you're open-hearted.
'Cause when we do a show, we like to flow. So here we go, Brown Sisters.
Come on.
Two brown sisters.
Yes.
Two brown sisters. Two brown sisters.
Yes, it's so nice to be here. How's everybody doing?
Welcome to the South Shore
Yay.
Cultural Center. It's beautiful. My name is Maggie Brown.
Africa Brown.
And together we are two brown sisters. You have been enjoying the sounds, the original music of Lance, the band. I want you to give it up for Devin Shaw on keyboard. Jaron Long is on drums, and that's Rashawn Nance on bass.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the original tune.
So yeah, we met at an open mic at the church where I attend, and been working with this band ever since. We've had some really nice occasions to do so, and we love doing that.
That's right. Now, see, we are both, performing artists, and we were brought up in show business. So it's always been important to us to use our talent to work with the youth and work with the community and try to seek solutions to a lot of the problems that are ailing our community and just our world. So one of the things that we wanted to say is that we wanted to make a plea, to the city, to the people, to everybody, to stop the violence. All this violence that we have is just too much, and it's destroying us. And if we get together, stop the violence. I know that we can find another way. If we stop the violence, we must find another way. Stop the violence. A better future starts with us today. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Lift every voice and sing till the heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound as loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on until victory is won. Let's stop the violence. Let's stop the violence. Let's stop the violence. Stop the violence. Let's stop the violence. We must find another way, and a better future starts.
Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. Yeah, we have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered, out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last with the bright gleam of our white star is cast. Y'all stop the violence. Let's stop the violence. Stop, 'cause we must find. Let's stop the violence. Stop the violence. I wonder if I could get y'all to say that. Violence. Fellas could go do the low ones. Ladies, fellas, stop the violence.
Stop the violence. Y'all gotta help now.
Let's stop the violence.
Hey, sing with us, please.
Let's stop the violence. Stop the violence.
Stop the violence.
Let's stop the violence. Stop the violence.
And we must find another way. A better future starts with us today.
We must find a better way.
A better future starts with us.
Starts with us today. We must find another way.
I'm sure you recognize the words of that. Did he?
Yep, and when I was teaching and I wanted to show my students really where that came from, we were singing, quoting the Negro National Anthem. Actually, back in 1900, two brothers, like our sisters, two brothers, their last name Johnson, James Roseman, and
James Weldon and John Roseman Johnson. One wrote that poem and had 500 children learn it in order to sing it at a celebration of Lincoln's birthday down in Florida.
Right.
Back in 1900.
Right.
And the kids learned it and they sang it when as a treat when Booker T. Washington was visiting. Right. And so they learned it, and then a few years later, the brother John ended up putting music to it. Right.
Yeah.
And then the Johnson brothers,
Right, they left.
They left the South and they went to New York. They were writing songs and doing things with plays, things I didn't even realize black folks were doing way back in the very early 1900s. They were off doing show business, but when they went back
They came back?
Yeah, by
Little
1919.
did they know.
Yep, the NAACP had turned that poem that became a song called Lift Every Voice and Sing, they turned it into the Negro National Anthem. And it was pasted in most of the hymnals in the books down south in the churches.
Yes, now see, now Maggie, when you first said the Johnson brothers,
Right.
I was thinking of the brothers Johnson.
Okay, there we go, come on. Yes.
That's y'all part.
Teaching music, you know, we have, yes, and poetry, we have some wonderful, wonderful poets, you know, and special guests, and they're with us, and students of SWAC.
And so now, the flyer that you would have seen for today and even the program, it has a picture of both actors.
Because of my skin, but you need to know me from where I stand. I live in the ghetto, but I'm not the ghetto. I have my own mind. I control my own thoughts. I see things in a different way. I see hope in a young child's eyes, but my hope disappears when I look outside and see the police, the government, and how my people die. Life here is a war zone. Every 13 hours and 17 minutes, a person is shot. Every 19 hours and 2 minutes, a person is killed. What is wrong with Chicago? Young mothers on welfare instead of getting jobs. Trying to claim child support but can't even support themselves. Young boys in the street getting shot and killed. A 7-year-old boy's life was taken from this world. The wiles of the devil take thousands of lives. But when will we learn? When will we learn to get an education? When will we learn to follow our true dreams? When will we learn to stop shooting and fighting? You see, I have learned my lesson young, but when will you learn yours? Thank you.
More positive things. And as I was raising my children, little boys, well, they were little, they're big now, but
They're huge.
I had 3 boys, and I just remember like not wanting to turn on the news in the morning when we got ready because it seemed like it would be so depressing. And
She used to try to keep them from listening to the radio
To the
and the
nasty
mad songs
music on the radio.
They knew all of them anyway,
I
but she
know,
tried.
but I
She tried.
thought I was probably just fooling myself, but it just
That's
knowing
what to
how
talk
the
about
foundation
today.
that our grandparents gave us and our parents gave us, it's a lot to unleash
what
this
to talk
world
about
on the
today.
children, right?
Yes.
And having boys, young black boys,
That's what to talk about.
don't want to be fearful, but there's a lot of danger. So we took Daddy's poem called "That's What to Talk About Today," right? And put some words ahead, and at the end, found some music that we thought the young people especially would groove with, just so we could try to get the message across.
Because
I'm fed up
Yes.
with all the bad news. The crime reporting got me singing the blues. I wish the headline could report on something good instead of shooting in my neighborhood. What if the day had topic on your mind? What if the words we say led to a better way of being certain that our future's a brighter day? Well, people, my people, that's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about today. I say talk about. That's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about today. Woo! A passion-long pursuit of some delicious food, an old flame now renewed, exquisite beauty view, a loving attitude, a well-contented mood. Now that's what to talk about. That's what to talk about today. 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 That's what to talk about. That's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about today. Yeah. A heart that wish we would show much more brotherhood. I wish to be made good, us knowing that we could. A feeling that we should, if that is understood. Yes, that's what to talk about. That's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about. That's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about today. That's what to think about. If you gotta give for gas, just grab it, then grab it. But have something positive to say. It could turn into a habit, yeah. And if you keep on talking, it may pay. A better move to make just for the future's sake. A hipper trip to take with healthy life at stake. A way to shun the fake and give the truth a break. Because that's what to talk about. That's what to talk about. That's what to talk about today. 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 Need healthy words to say to bring a brighter day. Something that's positive, a better way to live. Children look up to you. They're watching what you do. Influence is so strong. They're gonna tag along. So what will we talk about? What will we talk about? That's what we talk about. That's what we talk about today. That's what we think about. We need to rearrange. Be wants to make a change. Use affirmations when our rapping rhymes begin. Write lyrics to increase an atmosphere of peace. Make our expressions bring solutions to the thing, y'all. Make our expressions bring solutions to the thing. Make our expressions bring solutions to the thing. When I be the change, I see solutions, seeking solutions. You and I help to plant the seed. Yeah. Oh, to make our more positive things. And as I was raising my children, little boys, well, they were little, they're big now, but I had 3 boys, and I just remember like not wanting to turn on the news in the morning when we got ready because it seemed like it would be so depressing. And
she used to try to keep them from listening to the radio and the bad songs
music on the radio.
They knew all of them anyway, but she tried.
But I thought I was probably just fooling myself, but it just. Knowing how the foundation that our grandparents gave us and our parents gave us, it's a lot to unleash this world on the children, right?
Yes.
And having boys, young black boys,
that's what to talk about.
Don't want to be fearful, but there's a lot of danger. Took Daddy's poem called That's What to Talk About Today, right? And put some words ahead and at the end found some music that we thought the young people especially would groove with just so we could try to get the message across.
Cause
I'm fed up with all the bad news. The crime reporting got me singing the blues. I wish the headline could report on something good instead of shooting in my neighborhood. What if today's headlines about something sublime could be the main subject, topic on your mind? What if the words we say led to a better way of being certain that our future's a brighter day? Well, people, my people, that's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about today. I say talk about. That's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about today. Woo! A passion-long pursuit
of some delicious food, and hopefully now renewed, exquisite beauty view, a loving attitude, a well-contented mood. Now that's what to talk about. That's what to talk about today.
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 That's what to talk about.
That's what to talk about today.
That's what to talk about today. Yeah. A heart that wish we would show much more brotherhood. I wish to be made good, us knowing that we could. A feeling that we should, if that is understood. Yes, that's what to talk about.
That's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about. That's what to talk about today. That's what to talk about today.
That's what to think about.
If you gotta give for gas, just grab it.
Then grab it.
But have something positive to say. It could turn into a habit. Yeah. And if you keep on talking, it may pay.
A better move to make just for the future's sake. A hipper trip to take with healthy life at stake. A way to shun the fake and give the truth a break. Because that's what to talk about.
That's what to talk about.
That's what to talk about today.
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 Hey, need healthy words to say to bring a brighter day, something that's positive, a better way to live. Children look up to you, they're watching what you do. Influence is so strong, they're gonna tag along. So, what will we talk about? What will we talk about?
That's what we talk about. That's what we talk about today. That's what we think about.
We need to rearrange, be wants to make a change. Use affirmations when our rapping rhymes begin. Write lyrics to increase an atmosphere of peace. Make our expressions bring solutions to the thing, y'all.
Make our expressions bring solutions to the thing. Make our expressions bring solutions to the thing.
When I be the change,
Our solutions, seeking solutions.
you and I help to plant the seed. Yeah, oh, to make
That's
our
what to talk, that's what to grow about.
The earth is calling upon the ones that heal our planet and
That's
get
what to
it
talk
done
about
today.
today.
Is there something I can say to bring more unity? Something I can say, something I can do, songs that I can sing to bring change, make us rearrange. That's what to talk about, that's what to write about, that's what to rap about, that's what to be about today. Something positive, a better way to live.
Hey.
Bright light.
Oh.
Where are you from?
I am from West Town, but actually I am from Chicago. I was raised in West Town, and I'm a freelance news videographer. I got the opportunity with Stringer, yeah.
Okay.
Stringer in New York.
You're streaming right now?
No. I'm just recording so that I can send to New York for the news.
Oh, very cool. Well, this is my sister Africa Brown. My name is Maggie Brown, and we're here at South Shore Cultural Center on the south side of Chicago, about to go on and do a show that we call Community for Unity, because we're hoping that by lifting our voices and singing songs from the stage that people in the audience know and want to sing along with it, it'll just help us remember to be more unified and to bring more peace to our neighborhoods.
We're working with some youth, a wonderful band called Lance Band.
Yeah.
They dropped an
High
album
school
actually,
age.
high school age, and we have some wonderful poets,
Poets, yeah.
girls, beautiful.
Speaking
and they have
of the
some-
West Side, they're from a Spoken Word Academy of
That's
Chicago
right, swag.
that takes place on the West Side of Chicago. So we're kind of blending neighborhoods and putting together a show that hopefully gives people a feeling of unity and the need to create peace.
So, Maggie, you are here for unity in Chicago. And it's a call that I've heard across the land too, and it's obvious that unity is what's needed here. Is your opinion too, what we need here?
Well, absolutely. That you know, we have to stop treating each other with such intolerance and stop the violence. You know, so I'm not exactly sure. I know I don't have all the answers because I can't understand why human life doesn't seem more important and more revered. But I don't think having guns is helping, and the laws being as lenient as they are, it's not helping, obviously.
We have to seek solutions.
Right.
We have to seek solutions as a community, as a people.
Okay, thank you very much for your interview. This is like, man, woo-wee. Thank you.
Oh, appreciate it.
Can I get you to say something too, Mamita?
Hi, I'm Margaret Murphy Webb. I'm a retired Chicago police officer and a jazz singer. And Maggie called me about her Unity in the Community show. So I'm here to raise my voice because it's needed. It's needed.
So needed.
Yay!
And give us your name as also.
Africa Brown. I'm Maggie's sister.
Okay.
And we are two Brown sisters. And we are here with all of our friends, and we're trying to lift our voices and sing in unity.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Brown Sisters. I mean, this is going to be something. Get a picture with you guys. Cool. Thank you.